Today I fucked up by pouring my pee all over a poor woman. So I was at the doctor's and I got asked for a urine sample. Usually you would just go to the toilet inside the office, do your business in a cup, pour it into the sample pot and hand it in directly. But this was a 24-hour urine sample, so I was given this clear see-through giant tub, think a 2-liter carton of milk, and told to pee in it for 24 hours and hand it back in the next day. That's fine. I take the big tub home and fill it as much as I can. I decided to drink lots of water that day also, because I'm sad and didn't want to be judged for the color of my pee lol. So it was full. Anyway, I put the tub of pee in a carrier bag and go to my doctor's to hand it in. Because of COVID there are giant screens up at reception. There is a very small window area to hand in things. I prop my bag up onto the table, not wanting to take it out and flash my visible pee. I nudge the bag over. The receptionist reaches out and touches the bag to try to get it through. Upright, it doesn't fit. Keep in mind she can't see what's in the bag, so she tips it on its side to try fit it through. Turns out I didn't screw the lid on correctly. All of a sudden my pee splashes out rather violently down the front of her shirt and all over the desk. The receptionist leapt back in horror while I'm fumbling and trying to put the pee bottle upright. If you've ever dropped a carton of milk and seen how quickly it spills, this should give you an idea. My pee pooled on the carpet behind the desk. It overflowed onto the floor at my feet. It covered the desk and the keyboard had to be moved. I stuttered out a horrified apology, clutching the urine-soaked carrier bag with the near-empty tub inside. Everything smelled of pee. Another woman appeared with gloves on, paper towels and disinfectant from the back. The receptionist is still frozen trying to stop her urine-soaked shirt clinging to her skin. The nurse appears. The area is cut off by a barrier and signs go up while cleaning starts. The nurse instructs me to dump the bag and bottle in a biohazard waste bag. I try to help but I'm quickly and politely shot down. By now, people are trying to get past but are told to wait while the area is sanitized. It's a narrow corridor so you can't get in or out with the area blocked off. 3 people appear all waiting to get by. The entire room stinks of my pee. I then get shuffled outside and told to wait. Person outside ask why they can't get in. I lie and say COVID cleaning. The nurse appears eventually to give me another tub and clear instructions on closing it. I have traumatized that poor receptionist and properly stained their carpet. I don't know if I can ever go back. Too long didn't read. I marked my doctor's office with a bottle of urine. Oh, that poor woman. Looks like she'll need another shower. Did they really need the whole jug? When I submitted 24 hours sample, the instructions were to fill it up, cap the jug, shake, then pour out a small portion of it into a much smaller container, maybe around 50 milliliters. I wrote down how full the jug was, then dumped the remainder of the jug in the toilet. In big red letters, it said to not bring in the whole jug. I think I know why now. Title led me to believe you somehow accidentally poured piss on an economically challenged member of society. Your story is not uncommon but lol nice one. I honestly thought the days when we got 24-hour urine jugs partly spilt inside the carrier bag was bad. Glad I was not that person. Also am surprised the carrier bag wasn't sealed shut with some adhesive. Good luck though with your tests. Also, little anecdote, someone submitted 4 incredibly full 24-hour urine jugs. He urinated 8,500 mls in 24 hours. Bizarre. There you go, marking your territory. You've helped by warding off predators and garden nibblers. Today I fucked up by getting my mom high on Mother's Day. Courtesy this was my twin brother's doing and happened today, literally moments ago. So my mom has caught my brother smoking weed or found his stash a few times, only resulting in his stash getting flushed or a strict scolding. After his stash got flushed, he got a dab pen to better hide his tracks and mask the scent. Well, masking the scent didn't work too well. He left his pen in a pair of jeans, which she just happened to fold today and put away, which I think she was looking for weed and putting his clothes away was an excuse to dig for weed. My mom has no clue what a dab pen is. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, she only ever tried joints or bowls I'm assuming, and hasn't smoked in decades. My brother has also gotten caught vaping in recent history, which plays an important part in how she got baked. As she finds this dab pen in his jeans, and just thinks it's a vape, some tobacco, something harmless she just wanted to try because she never had it before. Me and my brother are upstairs, clueless to her shenanigans. Allegedly she takes a drag, and immediately realizes her mistake. It didn't taste like menthol or tobacco. It tasted like weed. Oh. So she comes upstairs, I'm in the bathroom, and my brother meets me in the hallway when I'm out, says, "Mom found my pen, you know I messed up," when she gives it back, implying she's just done trying to get him to stop. She walks up to us, glassy-eyed and laughing, and goes, "There was pot in that wasn't there?" "Yes, Mom, there was certainly pot in there." A few minutes of laughing, crying and explaining later, an emotionally heightened and baked mom tells her what she done, and her and my brother are on a walk trying to bring her down. This one is going to the grave, guys. Too long didn't read. My mom found my brother's dab pen, thought it was a vape. It was not a vape. Love it. So she gave it back? Is she 420 friendly now after this? She was always open to 420 stuff, but not supportive of her high school-aged kids doing it. I think she just have it back because she was too disappointed to keep trying to stop it. This one is going to the grave, guys. I'm not sure you know what that expression is supposed to be used for. Dang, are they strong enough that one quick breath gets you high? Was she all good? It's dab, so yes. Dab is very high THC levels, think 80%. This one is going to the grave, guys. Holy shit, your brother is going to kill your mum. Two can keep a secret, if one of them is dead. Today I fucked up by teaching my son to fat shame strangers. Today I fucked up by taking my 4-year-old son out for lucumades, fried donut balls rolled in honey, sugar, and cinnamon. A little history before I start. My son is currently 4, and has a lot of difficulty with pronouns. He calls everyone him, or the guy, and doesn't really understand when to use him/her. On top of this, he has been helping me with my diet, and I have told him that when he sees me eating junk he should take it from me, and tell me I am too fat to eat junk and I need to eat healthy foods. So we go out to try this new Greek pastry place that just opened up, get our food and sit down to eat. About 5 minutes into our meal this young lady, probably between 16 and 20, walks in and she is on the big side. My son immediately stands up and points and says, "Baba, why is that guy so fat?" The young lady looks at us, realizes what he just said, sees me trying to get him to stop and pretends she doesn't notice us. I try to quiet him down, and tell him it's not nice to say that, but that just makes him even more curious and he know, "Baba, why is that guy so fat?" At this point the girl is mortified and tries to cover her face, and my son reacts by yelling at her, "No, you're too fat for junk, you need to eat healthy food." She leaves absolutely humiliated, and now I feel terrible. Too long didn't read. I taught my 4-year-old son how to call me out when I cheat on my diet, and he goes on to fat shame some poor girl in a sweet shop, until she leaves completely humiliated. Details can be so important. That child is in a very impressionable stage of his life, a stage that lasts for years, and many of the things he is exposed to throughout will stick with him for decades to come. I hope you find a way to correct this, a way that, hopefully, involves the absence of negativity towards others. This is one of the times in this sub where I can actually say this is a fuck up and you should have kept your son out of your diet. If you need a 4-year-old to regurgitate fat shaming buzz phrases to you to remember to eat healthy, you're a moron. My mother gave me an eating disorder by doing what you have done. You have fucked up by teaching your son to call people fat when they eat what they want. Please try to get him out of this and keep high away from your diets. It is extremely detrimental. My 2 sisters and I had binge eating, anorexia and bulimia disorders because of our mother's behavior. She would tell us she was fat and get us to go on diets with her. Children do not need to learn about that. They need to learn a healthy balance. Asking him to call you fat when you eat a sweet is disgusting. Look, Kids often regurgitate things they hear. It was a fuck up to teach him this in the first place. But why didn't you step in and apologize to the poor girl? I can't imagine how mortified she must have been. You really owed her an apology at least. But it just kept going without your interference until she was forced to leave out of shame. That's another fuck up. Or, that poor girl. I'll keep this in mind if I ever have kids. I will always say exactly the wrong thing at exactly the wrong time. Everything that comes out of a kid's mouth is roughly equal to walking into an airport and yelling to a stranger across the airport, "Did you remember to pack your bomb?"